The Jack Wolf Knives Laid Back Jack Fat Carbon Lava Flow. A sweet, sick gentleman's carry pocket blade here. And for starters, I wanted to get this out, and I have a bunch of extra leather material. This isn't stuff I can make scabbards out of. I bought this stuff by mistake, and it's just not my wheelhouse. So I've been using some of this for cut up, just because I'm a veg tan guy at heart. I'm building scabbards and stuff I can wet form, and this isn't that. So I'm cutting some of this scrap up. I bought at Hobby Lobby, and this stuff's been in a box for a couple of years, and it's just not what I need. And this knife just blazes right through it. Leather is kind of one of those things that just simulates everyday material that you're going to be cutting through. Not that you're, ripping through leather at work every day, but a knife is a working knife, and it has to work to get through leather. So I figured that this would be a good material to use for just the reasonable pocket knife cutting medium. And this thing, I did a couple of swipes on a drag through just on the ceramic side, just to make sure it was honed up good. So hopefully this doesn't drag on too long with me cutting on some of this. Maybe I need to speed some of this up. But I just wanted to show it putting in some work. This isn't just a pretty blade. This thing is pretty badass. I haven't seen the blade profile of this a whole lot, and maybe that's just because I haven't been looking. I haven't really been much of a pocket knife guy. I've always had one, but it wasn't something I was really enthusiastic about. This has kind of changed that. I really like this style of blade. It comes with like the extra little details like the leather slip and stuff like that, where to me those details tell me that a company cares about their product. I mean, how many times can you buy $1,000 blade and it doesn't even come with a scabbard? Like I kind of lose respect for a company that doesn't want to even have a reasonable scabbard. It seems like the Chinese and some of the budget blades from Ontario have a better, more worthwhile scabbard option with the blade than you get when you pay $1,000 to $1,200 to $2,000 for a fixed blade from some places. And I think that sucks, just in my opinion. I know that's kind of a rant for this video. I'm not trying to get off into that, but the attention to detail that Jack Wolf Knives puts into these, all the blades have their own artwork. And the more expensive ones, I believe, come with a slip and in a can, like a little can with their own little artwork and just little doodads that come with it. And I think that's pretty cool. So as far as like the blade profile for this, the only thing that I've seen that was problematic was when I tried to cut the sidewall out of a tire on a short with this. And it's kind of prone to being gripped by rubber on the sides. Other than that, as far as it going through leather or any kind of like cardboard or rope or any kind of thing like that, as long as it's not just totally outsized by the rope, which you'll see later. I cut some rope that's kind of dirty and pretty big, so it took a little bit of back and forth to get through it, but that's just due to size, really. Look at this going through this. This is a piece of veg tan here, but I mean it really does glide through. As long as there's a little bit of edge movement across it, it is a pretty clear cut. I mean, that is, look at that. That's impressive to me. I mean, because you have to have a sharp edge to go through like anything as thick as that, as far as veg tan or any of that kind of leather. I mean, there's guys using razor blades to cut out their leather patterns, and this is going right through a piece of veg tan. I would say equally as fast as a razor blade. And I've used a razor blade to cut out scabbard material and stuff. So before I forget, the blade material on this is S90V. Now watch me be wrong. But as far as just the usability of this, even on stuff that is kind of outsized for the blade, I mean, as long as you're getting edge movement across it, you're going to get through pretty quick, even just for being small in comparison to, like, let's say this rope that I'm cutting on. This thing, it sharpened up pretty easy. It wasn't super dull or anything, but like I said earlier, I'd ran it through a drag through sharpener just to make sure it was honed up good. And if you maintain this blade, as far as making sure you either strop it or hone it in some way, this thing is going to be damn sharp every time you need to use it. It's comfortable in hand. If you got big hands, it still fits really well. It's just got a good feel to it when you're working with it overall. I've grown to really like this blade in particular. This is the first Jack Wolf that I've used. but just in terms of comfortability and attention to detail, the slip joint in this, before I forget that, it's got really tight, firm, definite movement as far as when you're unfolding it or folding it back in. This is not going to be a floppy pocket knife. So, I mean, with that said, I mean, this is just a 10 of 10, fit and finish. Edge retention is great, just overall a solid blade. So we're going to wrap this up. I think if this interests you, this style of blade, I think the performance would impress you. Go check out Jack Wolf Knives. You don't have to tell them I sent you because I'm not making any money off this. This is just an honest review. We'll catch you on the next one.